Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this story right here, alright? I'm gonna tell you all this story. So I was at this kind of a demolition derby kind of thing, but it's also kind of a racing kind of thing. And there's a big old crowd out there. We was watching all the festivities, and I had me a bunch of blarneys, and I got to where I needing to go to the bathroom, and well, it turns out they only had two porta potties in this whole place for all these people, man. I tell you what. And so I was sitting there in line at the porta potty, and well, let me just tell you how it went.
I met my baby in the portage on line. I had to go and she was looking so fine. My eyes were a-floating with love on my mind. I met my baby in the portage on line. She was standing there looking just like me. We had something in common. We both had the well. I stood there a-pacing, trying to look cool, just waiting for my turn to stand up to the stool. Well, I met my baby in the portage on line. I had to go and she was looking so fine. My eyes were floating with love on my mind. I met my baby in the portage on line. The ice and I said hello. She said I can't talk, I really got to go. I said don't worry, we're in the same boat. She said it's a good thing cause I'm about to make it float. Well, I met my baby in the portage on line. I had to go and she was looking so fine. My eyes were floating with love on my mind. I met my baby in the portage on line. Come on, tidy hole. We met outside, we greeted each other with a heavy sigh. She said, I think you are the man for me. I said, it's funny how love can make you go wee. Well, I met my baby in the portage on line. I had to go and she was looking so fine. My eyes were floating with love on my mind. I met my baby in the portage on line. I met my baby in the portage on line.
Well, friends, that's the story about how I met my wife in the portage on line. And, well, gotta say, we was in love for a long time, but, we found out that it just didn't work, like we thought it would, I mean, well, she kind of floated away, if you catch my drift. And, over time, you get in different places, you think you're in love, but, it turns out you ain't number one anymore, you're number two. And so, it's just a story of how I met my wife, and, we separate now, but it was a good time, okay. But, anyhow, folks, take care, watch yourselves, make sure you flush.